National Nutrition Natural Health Reviews. 3 minutes of the latest naturopathic info with Canada's leading nutrition experts. Watch, learn, and get healthy naturally.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jonathan Beatty, naturopathic doctor and a health expert here at Nationalnutrition.ca. Oftentimes in my practice, I get to treat patients that suffer from hyperthyroidism. It's essentially a condition of an overactive thyroid. Now, your thyroid is a gland located in your neck that regulates your basal metabolic rate, your basal body temperature. So it's very, very important for every function of the body. Symptoms of hyperthyroidism, oftentimes patients will present with palpitations, a rapid heart rate. Sometimes they can even have elevations in blood pressure. There's typically a feeling of anxiousness or hyperexcitability. There can be profuse sweating, and in severe cases, you can get inflammation of the muscles around the eye, causing a condition called exophthalmos, which forces the eyes out of the sockets. So you start to get a very wide-eyed appearance. And so that condition is typically associated with hyperthyroidism. Now, most hyperthyroidism is related to a condition called Graves' disease, which is an autoimmune version of thyroid disease, whereby the immune system is attacking and activating the thyroid. And this causes overproduction of thyroid hormone, which hyperstimulates the body. So you'll typically see that weight loss, that hyperexcitability, sweating, palpitations, rapid heart rate. It's a very uncomfortable condition for people to experience. And because of its cardiac implications, because of the way in which it affects the heart and the cardiovascular system, it can lead to the development of cardiovascular disease and other problems. So it is something that you do need to get under control. Now, short-term management of this, typically they use medications to try and reduce the autoimmune response against the thyroid, basically things that block the normal thyroid function if it is Graves' disease. Now, if Graves' disease is ruled out, other reasons you may have hyperthyroidism, you may see it due to mercury poisoning, it may be due to excessive iodine intake where the body just hyperproduces thyroid hormone in response to too much iodine, as well as certain viral infections can cause it. And if it's a viral cause, it does tend to be rather self-limiting and tends to be a temporary condition. So depending on the cause, treatment's going to vary widely. In some cases, if it's an autoimmune case, we're typically going to look at dietary interventions, removing gluten, removing dairy, removing eggs, removing pro-inflammatory foods or foods that you may be sensitive to can really help reduce the severity of your hyperthyroid condition. If it's something like an iodine excess, identifying how that happened, where you're taking an iodine in your diet, and possibly looking at different forms of chelation to help remove the excessive iodine from the system. And then if it's due to mercury intoxication, check out our video on mercury detox to figure out ways in which you can best manage your mercury overload. And of course, reducing your exposure to that mercury. So typically that is found in the diet. Although, if you've been using a broken thermometer, that's an old mercury thermometer, that can leak mercury. Dental fillings can be another cause for exposure to excessive amounts of mercury, and all of those things could be related to your hyperthyroidism. Now, if you do have it, typically I look at using a herb called Leonardus cardiaca or motherwort. This typically does help with a reduction in that tachycardia or high heart rate, as well as I'll typically use things to help calm or reduce the inflammation in the system. So using things like curcumin to help calm down a hyperinflamed system, and using things like fish oil for the same reason. All of those things may help reduce some of your symptoms of hyperthyroidism. So if you do suffer from any of these symptoms, go get evaluated by your doctor, and if they say it's hyperthyroidism, ask them the why. It's never hurts to figure out exactly what's causing the problem, because once you know exactly what's creating the problem, you'll have a better chance of treating it effectively. So I hope this video helps you out. Check out more of our natural health videos, subscribe, and if you have any questions or comments, post them below, and always remember, knowledge is health.